Good evening, everybody. I'm Pierre Roberge, the Daily Trader. It is May 11th, and we are going to take a look at Tesla stock from a technical analysis perspective. My goal in doing these videos is to help you understand how you can use technical analysis to make better trading and investing decisions. But I'm not a financial advisor, so please do your own research and make your own decisions. So Tesla is up $3.54, 2.1%, closed at 172.08. Post-market, we seem to be up by $1.14. So let's look at what we have here on the chart. So let's look at our milestones. The big milestone that we are watching is getting outside of this downward resistance, downward channel. We almost were out of it yesterday, but we came back in. But today we started where we left off yesterday and we went pretty much straight up. Boom. We broke our downward channel. So we are not into this downward channel anymore. So that's one thing. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. When we are outside of a downward channel, this means that we are not going down at the same rate we were going down. So basically, we were going down at this rate. This is an average rate because within that channel, we are going up and down like this. But basically, this is the overall downward rate that Tesla was in. So this was a downward trend, and never buy a stock that is in a downward trend, because what's the point? What's the point in buying something that is continuing to go down if you want to profit when it's going up? It makes no sense. If you are blind to the trends, then you can say, yes, it's going down, but eventually it's going to go back up. And I don't know when. I have no clue when this is going to happen, because I don't draw any lines. I don't look at stock charts. So I have no clue. So I'll just buy all the time and eventually I'm going to be okay. Yes, if you want to have an easy life and you don't want to optimize your funds, you can do that. So that's what most of the people do. And I'm not judging people. They make their own decisions. To me, I don't want to do that. So I don't do it. Okay, so we are outside of this downward channel. But what can be happening is that we could be starting a congestion zone where the stock will just go sideways. So it's possible that this is what is happening. So we have a milestone to tell us that if we cross this milestone, it does not look like it's going to be a congestion zone. And that milestone is 176.73. It's a horizontal resistance instead of a diagonal resistance, but basically it's the same concept, the same principle. So if we break 176.73, we should not be into a congestion zone. At the same time, we started a bullish channel. And this is what stocks do. They have multiple patterns. They follow multiple patterns at the same time. So while Tesla was following this downward pattern right here, it was following a bullish pattern, so a shorter term bullish pattern, so a pattern that lasted maybe 15 candles, whereas this is a pattern right here, a downward pattern that lasted maybe 60 or 70 candles. So this is how I can determine this is a longer term trend, this is a shorter term trend. So right now we are moving up. We are moving up into this bullish channel. And so far, until we break that bullish channel, we are going to stay in it. That's basic logic. So we'll see what is going to happen. If we continue to go up into this bullish channel, we are going to cross 176.73 at some point, and then this is going to be a buy signal for us here, because at that point, we are going to be convinced that we are no longer into a congestion zone, and we are going to just decide, okay, this really looks like it wants to go up, and we are just going to get into it, and we need to have stochastic over 60, blah, blah, blah. If you follow my channel, you know about what I'm talking about. And if you are new to my channel, just listen for 1 week and you will start to understand the concepts. This is where we're at. So let's take a look at the 1 hour chart to understand how the day happened. So where's the first candle of the day? This is it right here. So this is the candle. Yeah, this is the first candle of the day. Came quite low. The low of the day was 166.79. And then we started to go up. And look at this. This is why technical analysis work, because it's stopping the stock. So this downward resistance, look at how we closed right smack on it. I cannot fake this. This candle stopped right smack there. This one, okay, it's not as precise, but it's pretty close. We caved in at 11:30. We caved in at 12:30, and then we started to go a little bit lower. And look at this here. The candle that lasted from 2:30 to 3:30 broke it. And look at this last candle, how strong it was. It was strong, broke our intraday resistance at 172.35. It broke it during the day, but came back into it. So to me, this is a further confirmation that 172.35 is really significant here. Because either we close right smack on it or we go through it and we come back below it. It means that it's there. We now have stochastic over 60 on the 1 hour chart. So any move we have on the 1 hour chart, if we have tomorrow a break of 172.35, this can be interpreted as a buy signal like it was yesterday. But yesterday we were fooled a little bit. Some people will say, oh, because you had a gap. Okay, fine. Now we don't have any gaps, so maybe this time is going to be great. So you can play on the 1 hour chart and buy if Tesla closes with a 1 hour candle above 172.35. Let's go back to the daily chart. And the play on the daily chart, because we need stochastic over 60 and because we are zoomed out a little bit, our congestion zone is a little bit bigger, so our resistance to check is 176.73 to get a buy signal. Let's look at our indicators. So in terms of indicators, stochastic at 52, getting there, close to 60. We have MACD crossover. We have RSI above 50. So when RSI is above 50, this is a further indication that things are moving bullish. So let me put a green thumb up. And the MI, which is a very important indicator that will tell us that things are moving along for quite some time. We have the green line is very close to breaking above the red line. This might happen very soon. Let's take a look at some Tesla news. Okay, we have some interesting news here. Tesla shares jumped by a few $1 billion worth of valuation as Elon Musk announced he found a CEO for Twitter. So I guess people were thinking that he could not handle one more company, even though he has quite a few. So Elon tweeted, excited to announce that I've hired a new CEO for X and Twitter. She will be starting in 6 weeks. My role will transition to being executive chair and chief technical officer overseeing product, software, and system operations. So he will still be involved with Twitter. Tesla announced the launch of Powerwall, its home battery pack in Spain. And this is quite an interesting news. Warren Buffett does not want to compete with Elon Musk's Tesla. Divest from BYD. So Warren Buffett was a big investor in BYD, and Berkshire Hathaway sold 2 million shares last week. And during their annual shareholder meeting, they said, we don't want to compete with Elon in a lot of things, Buffett said on Saturday. Munger quickly added on Buffett's comment saying, we don't want that much failure. Wow. So this is quite interesting. But it's not just competing with Elon Musk or Tesla. Buffett added that he does not like the auto industry amid the electric transition. You will see a change in the vehicles, but you won't see anyone that owns the market because they change the vehicles. So yes, electric cars represent a disruption. In terms of the chess pieces, things will be moved around, and the winners of this round might not be the winners of next round. Charlie Munger and I have long felt that the auto industry is just too tough. It's a business where you've got a lot of worldwide competitors. They're not going to go away, and it looks like there are winners at any given time, but it does not give you a permanent place. Basically, these guys invest in 800-pound gorillas, and they don't want to place bet on who is going to win. Even though if you place the right bet, you will make a lot of money, but they don't want to play that game. They want to play something safe. And this is why they are buying shares in Coca-Cola and Apple and everything, because they are the leaders and they will remain the leaders for years to come. So it seems like they wanted to bet in BYD, but they are now changing their tunes a little bit. Let's take a look at the VIX. So the VIX came up during the day, but then was squished back down. So up only 0.01 at 1694. Nothing to see here. We are still maintaining ourselves above 1658. If we cross below 1658, then it's a milestone. If we go above 1846, that's a milestone. Between these two numbers, this is just pretty boring, actually. QQQ going higher and higher with still a great stochastic. Dow Jones broke below our upward channel. And look at this here. We have, I'm thinking that we might be having a double support right here. So we have this one here and we have this one here. I'm going to pick the one that's a little bit farther away, but I'm not sure I want to pick this last one because it's just a bit too new. So I'm just going to put it here for now, and then we'll see if we need to adjust it. Stochastic is not really good. Things could still be going down. S&P 500 basically going sideways. Nasdaq Composite, look at this. We broke 12,306. This is a bullish move. Nasdaq is bullish. You can wait for a second candle for a better confirmation. We have stochastic at 96, so very nice for Nasdaq. Gold is plunging a little bit, so we are down 0.17 on spot physical gold, down 1%. Lost over 60, so this one might be going back to 1541. And look at silver. Silver is dropping like crazy, down 4.58%, 0.40 cents, closed at 834. So that's a little bit of a surprise. Bitcoin is slowly coming to 26,517. Stochastic is extremely low, so watch this 26,517 because this could be going further down. Ripple is still stabilizing, but no force in that stock. Stochastic is at 10. And look at this dollar. We came back above our stochastic bullish trend. We broke stochastic over 60. That's great. And look at this perfection here. We have the candle that is validating our downward resistance right here and our support line at the same time. So this is great news for the US dollar. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow and I'm going to tell you